Good evening, folks. Cold as hell here in Saskatchewan these last few days. We're gonna try to get some work done in the shop. So we're gonna be doing our milling attachment today. Hopefully, we'll get make some headway and get to do some testing on it. That'd be awesome. So we're gonna be drilling some 5/8 holes with my little drill press there. See how that goes. I've got some welding going on. And then hopefully some milling. Hopefully. Anyways. So I don't know. I'm just going to go and get at her. Yeah. All right. Test fit up time. I guess I might as well stick that on there. Okay, just like that. I like that sound. And this goes here. Oh yeah. That will do just fine. Alright, so there's all the pieces for my the vise that's going on the milling attachment. Got those all done. Well, sort of. I still got to drill and tap 2 holes. I was going to put a 1/2-inch bolts in there. I might have to just stick to 3/8 because I don't have the proper size drill bit to go in there. For the tap, I mean. So we're just going to probably weld it somewhere in there. Yep, we'll plug all that in there really good. Then we just got to drill 2 5/8 holes into the milling attachment part, or the main body. And I think that's it. Then we're ready to do some test milling. Awesome. Okay, so I don't know. I was gonna try and film some welding for you guys, but honestly, I don't feel like sacrificing my phone. Maybe when I get some different equipment, I'll definitely give that a go. But until then, this is as far as I go with the welding department. See what we got here. Should be a little better. Whatever that turns out to be, a little better than 1.5 inches. So, like I said, it doesn't have to be dead nuts on perfect, but you know what? Since we do have Sharpies in this establishment, we'll give her a little Sharpie coloring job here, just so you can see the lines better before I put the full scribe in there. Okay, it's not a Sharpie, it's a crappy whatever that is, Office Max. But it'll do. It'll do. Oop. Yep, that'll work. Now, I don't know, there's no particular measurement, just a matter of preference, really. I guess that'll be good. About there. A little scratch, please. I'm just using a piece of high-speed steel, an old tool. What the fuck? Come on. Well, I guess it's in there. Yeah, that's about it. Try to give her a good punch mark. Drill them out on the drill press, and yeah, there's not much to it. Alright, so I got these all drilled out to 1/4 inch with a little pilot hole. I got all excited. I thought I had a 27/64 drill bit there for a second, or the correct drill bit I should say. But I got a 29/64, which is it's good for a national fine thread, 1/2 inch. But I'm not sure if it'll be okay for a coarse thread version. I'm going to go ahead and try, just to see if it's still got a decent amount of thread there, but not as much. It might be a little too sloppy. I don't know. Well, the best way to find knowing is doing. So I'm just gonna do a test one on some scrap shit here and see if it'll fit the bill, because it'll have some significant pressure on it as a clamp. So I don't want to end up having to redo that part. It's all nicely piloted and centered, so we'll try and make this work. If it's too sloppy, I'll just have to wait for the drilling part, I guess. And that's her. Alright, so we'll step it up to our 29/64 and see how she fares. We'll glove up for this procedure. This little drill press isn't exactly meant for these big. It's a 1/2 inch drill press, but it's not really meant for these bigger bits. Pretty tiny. Yeah, that freaking bit's dull as shit. Well, I'll be right back. I'm gonna have to sharpen that one up a little bit. I think she's just doing little tiny chips of rubbish in there. Ugh. I don't like that. Alright, let's see how that fares out. This little eyeball gauge. Yeah, those corners did seem pretty dull on this thing, so hopefully that helps. Good Lord, that's rattling like crazy. Good God. That was not pretty. Well, I guess he went through just fine though. A lot sharper than it was. Yeah. Hole. So yeah, it is like minus 30 outside right now. Can you believe that? It was just too cold to do anything. I'm just glad I got lots of propane right now, because, man, that might work. That might work. I'm going to stick a rag down here just to catch some of this freaking oil if I can. Try to get her lined up good if I can. I generally just freehand this. I think we got her. Yep. Well, we'll see how this works out. If it works out, then I'll do it. But I might get enough thread in there. It feels like there's a bit of thread in there. You know, this is the first tap and die set I've ever owned. I've used this thing so many times since I got it. I honestly don't know how I live without one. Like, they're freaking handy. I think everybody should have a tap and die set. You know, ladies and ladies, if your hubbies don't have a tap and die set, and you're wondering what to get them for their anniversary or Christmas or something, get them a tap and die set. You know, they might look at you funny at first, but I tell you, yeah, that seemed way too easy. That seemed way too easy. But I tell you though, they will appreciate it in the end for sure. That seemed way too easy. Damn it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably wait for another. Oh yeah, those are some shallow threads. Yeah, way too easy for a half inch tap. I'm gonna try this all thread, but I don't know. Yeah, all thread never starts that good. Ever. You always got to do the old pipe fitter trick. Yeah, it's pretty sloppy too. And it might do for a little while. But yeah, I'm not going to wreck my part. For that, I'll just have to wait. Damn it. I was really hoping to get some milling done tonight, damn it. Or at least, you know, do a test run. Well, it's going to have to wait. That's a shame. But I can still weld this together. And it's all laid out and stuff already. So I still can weld this together. And you get that other piece drilled up. You get the compound fitted to it. Then this will be the last step, is just tapping those holes, and I guess I could even make some bolts for that sucker tonight if I wanted to. Totally sucks. Who knows what would have happened if I didn't check that shit first. God damn it. Fucking condensation. Well, guess we're gonna have to just fuck, I don't know. Put this in front of the heater for a bit, maybe. I don't know. I don't even think I should do this tonight now. I don't want to burn out this machine. Well, that's disappointing. Fuck you, Winter. Alright, so we got our milling attachment all drilled up. Here is the moment of truth. That little drill press does not like drilling out 5/8 holes. See, that's how we're going to get this to fit in there. I took some 5/8 bolts and I whittled them down. There was a little lip on the inside there. I took that down and then I flattened it out just enough for a super tight fit in here. And this better work out. I tried to lay it out as carefully as possible. Oh my god, it's fucking too low. Where is it? Yeah, I'm gonna have to take that down a scotch. Damn it! So freaking close. Alright, so I took her down about 30 thou just to make sure. Because really, that'll be fine. I took the liberty of putting some nice 45s in there, just for the hell of it. We're gonna try a test fit her again, and see how she fits. Oh yeah, that's how she goes, boys. Just like that. Oh, those washers are a little on the big side. I don't want those on there. Yeah, fuck it. That should do nicely. Alright, so I guess this is the real test, really. Let's see how square she is. Now she's sticking up in the air a bit. Got a square to the spindle. Let's see how good she does on all axes. Yeah, You take a little bit of tweaking. Well, it looks pretty good from where I'm sitting. I can't see any deviation or weirdness in there. Seems to be going straight up and down. Well, that is the unit right there. Just a matter of getting our vise belted up. Well, gotta let the little MIG cool down. She's on a cool down mode. To be fair, that's the most welding this little bugger has ever done, I think. So, trying to lay a big fat weld in there. It's kind of hard to get this thing dialed in. It doesn't want to keep a steady arc. It just kind of wants to. It's on and off, sort of. Almost like a pulse, but not quite. So I don't know. That's the most weld it's done yet. I got another big one on the other side. And oops, bad habit. So just about ready. We're gonna have that sucker on there. I think I'm just going to drill that out to 5/16, and then we'll probably try to actually take the mill and maybe flush it up and square it up on the inside of that thing. It's pretty good, but it's you know, we'll probably have to do a little bit of fine tuning. So hopefully in the next 5 minutes or so we should have an active welding machine. All right. Well, at the very least, or yeah, that's what I meant to say. Got to dial in that little MIG finally. That must have burnt out that little spool. put it in the weld in there. So that should be more than enough. Just give her a few licks with the file, make sure there's no spatter in there. And try to clean out that dovetail. Get around this edge. And I think that'll be. Then we can set her on the unit and see how she looks. Give a little clean up with the wire brush. Yeah, it didn't do too bad. A little 110 volt MIG welder. Well, I guess I'm used to the big boy machines where you go a little faster. It's kind of you gotta slow right down for this little guy. I'm not used to that. Hopefully we're good. I wanted to get all the spatter off there. I don't want to fuck up the compound and get lost all our nice machine marks. That's okay. We'll clean her up. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll just say leave it. Gotta have a little bit of welding on this unit, otherwise what the hell are we doing here, you know? Alright, so you might be wondering why this 5/8 National Fine Thread tap or die is stealing the show, and well, the short answer is we'll get back to that. So I guess we do have some development. If you'll indulge me for just a moment. There she is. I spent the better portion of the night buzzing that block together there, and getting it all attached, and I started milling the bottom out there to try to just testing her out and testing out my attachment and everything like that, just to see if she was going to work or not. And I don't know if it works, to be honest. I can't. I've never milled anything before, so it looks like it's putting some scratches in there. But I am going to test it for deflection and see how that works. But all in all, that's pretty much it. There's a little problem with it though, of course. Like, I knew this was going to happen. Like, obviously you're limited to the travel up here, as well as this travel. Like, it does not go all the way. Like, eventually you run out of threads here. And like, there's a simple solution and a complicated one. Both are good. Just the simpler one is right there. This little guy right here. That would give you an extra inch, which is all I need. Or put in a longer Acme screw and make a whole new screw. And it looks like that was you can put an attachment there quite easily. Oh, right up there. And you know, if you're really good at it, really good machinist, which I'm not, you could actually potentially extend that dovetail out. I don't see why not. That's the super complicated version, and quite frankly, well, this does have some relatively decent deflection on it. Like I can push on it pretty hard. No. And it does have about 5 thou in you know, one or two directions. That's not necessarily the attachment body. That could be the comp or the top slide even, or the dovetail on the top slide. Yeah, you know, I can move it, but I have to try. You know, it's not like it's moving easily. But all in all, she's relatively sturdy for a milling attachment, I guess. You know, homemade one. And well, shit. You know what? I think it's about time we try her out. So let me set up the camera here, and we'll see what you can do. All right, so yeah, I got her set up to about 700 and I think it's 778 RPM. Yeah. Okay, well, okay, so that's climb milling from what I understand. This should be all squared up, at least according to the back of the compound here. So we don't want to do climb milling. So this is the problem right here, where you run out of travel, and then you're kind of hooped. So yeah, and this is a roughing end mill, so it should be able to take a. There's the end of our travel. So I'm gonna bring it back some here. Get enough threads on that thing so I'm not punishing the nut there. I guess we'll start right about there. Or where did we leave off last night? Like, I know it buggered off on me there last night. I don't know why. It could be because the carriage wasn't locked, in fact. So we're going to lock that. I think we'll just start right here. And we'll bring her up. I'm not sure how to start this even. How do you start an end mill? I guess we bring it up. I don't know, 20 thou? It's roughing end mill, should handle it. We're gonna fucking break something, we might as well just break it. Oh yeah, look at the deflection in that. It's deflecting about 2 thou. And really rattling. I usually use a little bit of oil. That doesn't hurt. It's only 2 thou deflection, so it's cutting. I think that that dial indicator might be an essential piece of this puzzle to get this working properly, or to know if it's working properly or not. Yeah, that kind of sounds like an end mill working. Okay, we're going to get it right about there. Fuck around. Let's get... Okay, 1 thou. 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 1 th A lot of this bounce could be from the end mill also being not perfect like it should be. Like, I have no idea how fast I can go with this or what the fuck, you know. This is definitely cutting. Doing something. So once I get one of these sides all nice and, well, relatively squared up, and I'll flip it over, indicate it, and yeah, it's getting about 2 thou deflection, which isn't really all that terrible. I don't know. It's bouncing around considerably. It's mostly due to that end mill being 5 thou out, I think. So 2 thou deflection with a 5 thou out tool, actually, that's pretty damn good. Oh, I can't wait to see what this looks like. I'm so excited. I went in about 15 thou there, so whatever it's doing. This might be causing undue wear on my spindle. I don't know, because it's kind of pushing it up now, which is not really, I don't know if it's used to that or not. I'm not torquing on it too bad though. I'm giving a little bit of pressure though. Because otherwise you kind of have to. Ugly little dusty chips, though. Ugh. Don't like that. Have to get the vacuum cleaner in there, I think. Okay. Moment of truth. Little brush here. Wow. Look at that. That ain't fucking half bad. Well, I'll be damned. It works. That's actually not half bad. Holy shit. Hey, fucking check that out. Here, I'm gonna back this up so you guys get to see it in light. Like I said, it was only this was only bouncing like 2 thou. Well, hot damn. Look at that finish. That's not too bad at all. Alright, I'll take this off here so you can get a good look. Hey. I am freaking impressed. Holy shit, that's not bad at all. Like, obviously, I gotta fix the travel issue. But, you know, that's just one pass, 15 thou pass. She's squaring it up pretty nice. Fuck yeah. Wow, that looks pretty fucking good. I likes. Well, holy shit, yeah, like this was only moving 2 thou, but it was like vibrating like crazy. You know, barely touching the 5 thou mark sometimes, but it's mostly only about 2 thou in that direction, going up. So yeah, that's kind of weird that it's going up. Should be pushing it down. I don't know. Weird. So shit, that's not bad at all. I can live with that. I can live with that totally. Nice and straight and smooth. Well, it's a roughing end mill, But still, I like how that looks. That looks fucking cool. That'll be good grip too for gripping on stuff. Fuck yeah. And it didn't break. That's always good. But that's her, folks. And once I get this all straightened out, well, we still got to tap some holes in there. But that's nothing. That's neither here nor there. I still want to just square this thing up. But that's pretty much it. That is the milling attachment that I've been working on for, well, trying to figure out for quite some time. And that's my first time milling anything right there. First time ever. I don't know what to say. Now what? See, I don't know what to tell you, folks. That was a long time in the making right there. She worked out pretty damn good. You know, second time around, of course. Oh, so what? I know I got lots of other projects on the go, so that's just part of the plan. Like I said before, that's just a means to an end, really. That's just trying to get my power feed operational. Because I really, 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 really miss my power feed. It was so cool, you know, just flip that button and let her go. Plus, I can't do any threading. I'm dying to do some threading. Like, it's like one of those things that are just like a necessity of being able to be a machinist. You gotta know how to frickin' thread stuff. Yeah, this was the piece that I was considering that I might have to bolt onto the back of that, but you know what? I don't think I have to. I think that's just fine the way it is. She's pretty sturdy. Unless it stretches out or something like that, or I push it too hard, which I probably won't, knowing me. You know, my big 15 thou depth of cut. So yeah, folks, I guess I'm gonna have to call her done. Call her done for now, anyway. Hopefully next time. I did get a whole bunch of round stock and stuff to move ahead on further projects. I got a couple in mind, in fact. Kind of led me to these. These are actually kind of pricey. Dovetail cutters. What? These were not cheap. These were, well, I don't know what cheap is really in the machining world. I know what cheap is in my world, and these are not. These are not that. So hopefully they hold the mustard. But like, I got a bunch of dovetail cutters here, and that's for a future project. We're definitely going to be using those at some point. Hence the need for some really good Stoit, possibly collets is what I'm thinking. MT3 collets, you know, with a drawbar, stick them in the spindle, and then just draw them in, and that way I'll be able to make them. You know, maybe I'll be able to build frickin' taper attachment or something like that. I don't know. Lots of ideas. I got a few days off. I'm on holidays now, so it's gonna be lots of coffee, lots of chips. They're not the kind that you pick out of your teeth either. Hopefully, like you could pick them out of your teeth, but putting them in there would be a problem too. So, anyways, enough rambling on. You guys have a great night. Peace out.